All right, let's talk about getting your home ready for its big day, the appraisal. We're going to break down exactly how to prepare. So, you've got a home appraisal on the calendar. And if you're feeling even a little bit stressed about it, trust me, you are not alone. But our goal here is to swap that anxiety for a super clear, actionable plan. The secret to this whole process is simple. Just focus on what's in your power. We're going to walk through how to present your home in the best possible light to make sure that appraisal visit is smooth and, hopefully, very successful. So here's our game plan. First, we'll peek inside the appraiser's mind. Then we'll hit small fixes, curb appeal, and the interior. And finally, we'll wrap up with a day of checklist and the all-important paperwork. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first. We have to understand what an appraiser is really looking for. What actually moves the needle on value when they walk through your door? So think about your home's value as having two main components. You've got these fundamentals, the big ticket items you really can't change overnight, right? Your square footage, the number of bedrooms, and of course, location, location, location. These things set the baseline for the appraisal.
And this is where you come in. Your prep work? It's all about making sure your home shines, that it really competes at the absolute top of its game against other similar homes. It's about putting its best foot forward.
All right, moving on to section 2. Let's talk about those little fixes that, believe me, can have a huge impact. These are the things you can do to avoid raising any red flags that might even hint at neglect. You might look at a tiny drip from a faucet or a little chip in the paint and think, it's no big deal. But to an appraiser, a bunch of small issues can add up and tell a story, and maybe not a great one, about the home's overall upkeep. An appraiser is absolutely going to check for basic functionality. So go through your house and make sure every door swings smoothly, every window opens and closes, and every lock actually works. They need to see that the house is fundamentally sound. And of course, you want to check your major systems and safety gear. It's way better for you to fix that old water stain on the ceiling now than to have the appraiser stand there wondering if you've got an active leak happening.
Let's be real. The appraisal starts the second the appraiser pulls up to your house. That first impression is so critical, so let's make it a fantastic one.
Just running through this simple checklist makes a world of difference. It shows the outside is orderly, it's well kept, it's inviting. You're setting a positive tone before they've even rung the doorbell. It just screams pride of ownership. Now, let's step inside and talk about how to make your interior spaces look their absolute best. This one is huge. You have to declutter everything. I'm talking countertops, closets, you name it. Clearing out the excess stuff instantly makes every single room feel bigger and more functional. Remember, the appraiser is there to see the house, not your stuff. Now, you're going to want to give some extra love to the kitchen and bathrooms. Clean the appliances, scrub the grout, polish the fixtures, make them sparkle. These are high-impact rooms that really influence how people see a home's value, and appraisers know it. And think about how your furniture is arranged. You want to create clear pathways so the appraiser can move through the house easily. You're trying to show off the great layout, not make them run an obstacle course. Okay, it's game day. The appraiser's on their way. Let's run through that final checklist to make sure their visit is as smooth as possible. The mission here is to create an environment that's bright, accessible, and quiet. You want the appraiser to be able to focus and work efficiently. So please, don't make them have to move a stack of boxes just to get a look at the furnace. And last but not least, let's pull together your paperwork. This little packet of information can provide really valuable context and, honestly, just make the appraiser's job a whole lot easier. Seriously, having this dossier ready to go shows you're on top of things. Plus, how else would they know you put that brand new roof on last year? You gotta tell them. This is where you list all of those big investments you've made. This quote really nails it. Your job is to be a helpful, friendly resource. You're not a salesperson trying to hit a number. You're just providing the facts, plain and simple. And remember, their job is to give an independent, professional opinion of your home's market value on that specific day. So be nice, be professional, and then let them do their thing without any pressure. So when you follow all these steps, what are you really doing? You're not trying to magically change your home's value. No. You're just making sure that the full, clear, and positive story of your home gets told. You're giving the appraiser everything they need to see your home for the wonderful place it truly is.